let's talk about something that has bothered so many Lagosians in the past couple of weeks, and that is the Naira redesign. Okay. You've waded into it, and of course, as a Sunday evening, you issued a statement in that regard. How do you think this has affected the economic stature of Lagos, and how the progress, whether it has in any way limited the progress you have envisaged for Lagos?
To be honest with you, I mean, I think the intentions were well taken. The CBN has all of the constitutional rights within their laws to, I mean, sort and get approval from Mr. President to do a currency redesign. They are the ones that see both, you know, the policies. They are the regulator in that space, both fiscal and monetary policy. So we can, I don't want to crowd into that space, and so they have it. But what we're talking about is around the timing, you know, not only political timing, but also the space of time that they have for the citizens to be able to, you know, be able to convert them and be able to, you know, have, you know, the full turnaround 360 of the new currency, as is being done in other parts of the world, right? Old and new currencies, what we've seen, can run concurrently for a year, for 2 years. It really doesn't change anything. You know, if you go to the UK, for example, the new currency that has the King of England, you know, since they have a new king now, the new currencies are out, but the old currencies too are running concurrently, and I think they will be running, you know, for quite a while. If you go to Saudi Arabia, they've had both new and old currencies running for years. You know, if you go to India, so there are countries, you know, that we need to learn from, but it became very, very difficult for us, given a 90-day window for both old and new currency to be exchanged 100%, and I think that's where the mistake. And you know, to be honest with you, I think it has affected, you know, the economy, you know, of our people and the economy of the state, you know, in no small measure. It has reduced the commercial activity that our people are used to. We're still, you know, pretty much a cash, you know, consumer dependent economy. Right. People are daily wage earners, people are weekly wage earners, in which they need to still be able to meet up with their daily needs, you know, be it in transportation, be it in regular food supplies and the rest of it. And so that redesign and the fact that it was also stagnated, you cannot withdraw more than a certain amount. I think it was a good policy, you know, that was well thought out, but the implementation, right, and the timing of implementation, you know, has some hiccups. And I think, you know, thankfully the Supreme Court, in their wisdom, have given both directive to the CBN and to the federal government on ensuring that this continue to remain a legal tender, you know, till the end of the country. Sorry, till the end of the year. Right. So for me, it's a good, you know, it's a good news for our citizens. It's a good things, you know, for our commercial activity. They know that they can now begin to, you know, exchange the currency freely, and services and goods can be consummated and be exchanged, you know, without hindrance at all. And I'm hoping that the banks themselves, you know, will open up, you know, their vault and be able to now give people the whole currency, since, you know, we still have 6, 7 months to continue to use it, while the new ones continue to come in gradually. And so people can indeed go back to their commercial, you know, activity. And I understand that the eventual intent is for us to grow our cashless economy. It's well intended, you know, but the depth has to be gradual. You know, we need to have, you know, a very robust internet-driven capability countrywide, not only in Lagos, for that to happen. And various applications also need to be very robust, you know, for people to understand and have, you know, the capability to be able to transact, you know, from cash to cashless. It will certainly take a while for all of that to happen. So it has affected my people, it has affected my citizens, but the good news is that, I mean, they now have a, you know, a breathing space, and I think the message here is for all of our commercial activity, be it bus drivers, be it supermarket, be it, I mean, bread seller or meat seller, please go out there and receive, you know, in form of exchange, the whole currency that is also now working concurrently with the new currency.